Hello, Chris. I'm sorry this isn't the most professional thing in the world. It's gonna go a little longer than 2 to 3 minutes. I feel okay with where my grade's at now, to where if you don't want to listen to the whole thing or you're gonna take off for being a little too long, I'm okay with taking the hit. But I know in class you wanted to say you really want to get to know who we are with this personal brand. And I felt like what I show up to class as every time isn't fully that. I'm usually trying to make myself look better to the teacher and what they're actually looking for. But today, I'm going to go over my personal brand by using my personal brands. And the three different things that I really strive for, especially while in work, are being relaxed and prepared, being trustworthy and approachable, and the last one is being professional, but being friendly. So the first one, relaxed and prepared. I could take it the super easy route and go through my whole life. I've been a punter in football. It's what I strive, it's what I love, just seeing the ball soar and take off. It's been my outlet. I actually quit college football because it was taking it too much of a job level where I had to do this and I had to do, and it wasn't who I really was anymore. So that's one of the big reasons I left. But relaxed and prepared, they can call on you anytime. You got to go in, one chance you mess up, that's what you live with. And so I'm always relaxed, prepared, being ready to go. But also, at my last job, Miles Creek in Pickens County, I was a brand new hire going into summer, and it was tough. Say my second week, we had July 4th, and we had to turn people around, and it's something that they hadn't done at this park before. And so I had a kid with me who's 18, who's never had any real training in a job for having to deal with people. And I had a person who was around my age who was too scared to talk to people. And so I had a boss calling me my second week to go up and have to talk with these people, calm them down, figure out what could be done, and fortunately have to turn some of them away. But that's what I love to be. I love to be the guy that's actually called on. He's able to chill, take care of hard situations that other people can't, and doing it in a way that's professional. So I was prepared with my trainings from other jobs to go in and do so. My second one is trustworthy and approachable. The biggest thing that I love is when anybody in PRTM talks about me, nobody has an issue with me. That's what my main thing in all of life is if I can go through without anybody really having an issue with me, I did something right. And so there was a quote, I remember Tom Holland talked about it. I don't remember who he got it from, but he goes, if you have a problem with me, then text me. And if you don't have my number, then you don't know me well enough to have a problem with me. And I absolutely love that, because going from a really private, kind of more educated focused school to Clemson, I honestly see a lot of pettiness, and it's horrible. I see people hate each other for the smallest things, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. I hope that through me and other students, and also me with professors, we can all build relationships, or at least have it to where nobody hates the fact that I come up and talk to them. That would be absolutely wonderful, and that's something that I really strive to keep going with, because nobody has issues with me, and it's such an amazing feeling. And the last one is professional but friendly. And this one really came to use while I was at camp. I'm dealing with kids basically around my age. And I was one of the ones that was able to really look into, hey, we're dealing with kids here. We're dealing with kids in situations where they might be here or they might not be here the next day if we mess up our job. Or we could really ruin our credibility at this camp if we lose a kid, or a kid hurts himself really bad because of us. And so I got promoted pretty quickly. I'd say I was leading a camp when I was about 19. ACA, American Camp Association, confirmed everything. We had all different types of activities that could have kids drown, getting shot by arrows, trees fall on them, getting lost, all different types of things. But the biggest thing was I had to deal with the counselors. I had to teach other people my age the seriousness of a job where you get to go out and play dodgeball with everybody. And so I had to be really professional, because we had the ACA looking down our necks the whole time on, are they following all the rules? Are they being professional? Are they doing what they have to do? Are they protecting the kids? But also, we have to keep it in a way that's, hey, you're 17. This is probably your first job. You don't really care about all this stuff. You just want to make some money while having a good time. But we need to be serious about this. So there were times where I really had to get on people and show them kind of the importance of what we do. And then at the same time, what most of my staff loved me for wasn't because I was prepared. It wasn't because I helped them with everything. It was because, one, when people broke down, we had a lot of stress at that job. I would always go up to them, as a boss, and it wouldn't be, hey, your group's out of ratio, go back. Or, hey, why are you crying? We got a job to do, let's go. It was, I'd walk up to them and say, are you a hugger or are you a ranter? Can I offer you a hug or can I sit here and listen to you? Is there anything that I can do to make you feel better? And they loved it. And they'd actually would take it. They'd hug, they'd talk to me, we'd give them time to sit out. And that was probably the best thing about the job, is that they had a staff that actually appreciated and cared. And not all of them did that, but I went out of my way to do that. And the other thing that I did was I had a guy who was in high school. He got an opportunity to go to a camp for football and basically show coaches why he's worth it, why you should give him the opportunity of a lifetime to pay for his future, his education, and give him the chance to access his dream of playing football. And my boss looked him in the eye and said, you need to find somebody to replace you or you're not allowed to leave. And this is where we're already understaffed, taking people on who aren't trained. And so I told him, look, I've been in your situation before. Take the day off, go to your camp. I will cover for your group. So I sacrificed my lead position. I went down and hung out with the group, which all my bosses thought was like the worst thing in the world. You have to deal with the kids firsthand again. But I gave him a chance of a lifetime, and it gave him a big opportunity to compete in front of D1 colleges and get more offers and looks. So it was absolutely wonderful for me to know that I could do that. And that's the type of person that I always want to be. Is I don't care how high up I get. I don't care how low the jobs under me can be. But I want to be the guy who gives other people opportunities and is always there for them. I'm not going to be always the happiest guy in the room. I'm not going to be the jolly-go-lucky dancing around going crazy. But I let people know that if they need something, I'm the one that they can go to. I know this has been getting long, but I figured, if you're going to be out here trying to tell jobs who we are, what we stand for, what type of person they're getting, I figured that you might as well know who I actually am. Thank you so much. Sorry you had to listen to this. Have a great rest of your day.